Glenn, are you ready? Let's start the show.
Nice one.
What a way to kick things off with Lyrics Borns calling out. This was Jim Jeffries' warm-up song when we went to see the TV show, Jarrett and I, in Los Angeles, and it has stuck with me ever since.
Makes sense. I'm feeling a bit Jim Jeffries right now. Fucking cunt this, fucking that.
Well. Welcome, everybody, to Good Movie Monday, the home of nerdy cinematic ramblings. I am your host, Ben Helwig. I've taken over. And playing footsie with me under the table is my co-host, Glenn Cochran.
Woo!
How does it feel to be in the number 2 spot, my friend?
This is amazing. My job is to look at myself in the camera and possibly...
that is all I used to do.
Prattle on to a few tangents along the way. And who's going to do tangents? This guy.
You know, the funny thing is, in my notes, I've literally written down, every time you start to talk, I cut you off just by going, shut up, and don't care, and just move on.
That's fine by me. Very short show.
No, but I'm not going to do
This is surreal.
Well, luckily, we've got a great show lined up for everyone this fine Monday morning. I believe we've got an interview with Paul Goldman, the director of Kid Snow.
Uh-huh. Absolutely, which is a brand new Aussie tent boxing movie.
Yes, Madman are releasing that one on theatrical or...
It's currently in cinemas, so
cinemas
by
now.
the time this episode's dropped, you can go out and watch it.
I understand that it stars Phoebe Tonkin. She is my second favourite H2O mermaid.
Oh, well, you'll really like her in this one, I can tell you.
Who's your favourite H2O mermaid?
I'm just going to say her as well.
Okay. No, she's my second. Kariba Hine is number 1.
All right, well, you're just incriminating yourself. Were you a full-grown adult when that came out?
Yes, I was.
Okay, excellent.
Come on, I'm not even a dad. I have no excuse.
That's Hey, we should maybe just for a minute back it up a bit and just lay some context to anyone that's confused as to why you're hosting, because I said to you last week at the end of the show, would you like to host?
Yeah.
You got excited. It was a little chubby.
And I was like, yes. Little did I know that I was going to be completely... what's a nice way of sodomized by work this week and have absolutely no time to really prep.
I just love that he's laying out some excuses out of the gate.
Let's lower expectations and then fail to meet them.
So far, so good, mate. So far, so good.
So we're doing all right.
Yeah.
So, like always, we've got our regular segments. Jarrett Garn will be up in a little bit to talk about physical media. Also, we'll be talking about the Monster Fest program that went live last Friday night. Mm-hmm. We've got those wacky boneheads from Kentucky to talk about who beats what in horror.
Such a weird topic this week with them. I don't even think they know what it meant.
I just like it. The more niche they get, the more I like it.
Yes, so yeah, definitely listen to that because it's an interesting conversation that the actual title they gave us doesn't quite live up to the conversation itself. Right. It's a good one.
Way to now who's making excuses and lowering expectations. And it's not even your seat.
It's on them, not me.
It's on them. Yeah. And then we've got our regular, we've got Terrific TV Tuesday coming up in a bit. And, of course, we will close the show with some recommendations. Glenn, do you want to take us through where people can find us?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Social media. There you go. Look, firstly, go to goodmoviemonday.com. That's our website. And from there are links to all of our socials. But Facebook is the main one. We are on YouTube, where most of our videos drop. Actually, all of our videos drop. Who am I kidding? Yeah. We're on... X, kind of. We're on Threads, kind of. But we are on TikTok in a very prolific way.
We're on Instagram.
We are on Instagram. Mostly Instagram is us at the cinema screenings.
Right.
That's.
We should put our videos on Instagram.
Well, I used to, but it's a little trickier to do Instagram videos these days.
Right.
So it's just time consuming, and I prefer to have less of that time. But yeah, so we're on practically all the socials, but goodmoviemonday.com is the place to go to find all of them, even the ones I haven't mentioned.
Look at that. You're sitting in the co-host chair and you still manage to whack the microphone. Usually it's you thwanging this one like a bluegrass guitar or something out of...
we just need those fancy
a
new...
survivalist...
we should just use those fancy new lapel mics that I got.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Uh, but now I understand that you managed to catch up with Megalopolis this week.
Megalopolis. Yes.
How did you see this?
It was a media screening. It was an early morning
Oh, it was
screening.
during the week, was it?
And it was one of those, admit one only. There's no guests allowed to this one. And I'll tell you what, I don't know why there were no guests because there's maybe 5 of us at the screening. Like, there's plenty of room for people. Francis Ford Coppola's new one, which, look, I'm going to say this is such a weird one for me because...
You did it again.
I'm nervous, all right?
I've never been the co-host before.
Francis Ford Coppola's passion project. He's been trying to make it for 30 years now. Finally got it off the ground. Funded mostly by himself. He sold half of his vineyard.
I was going to say, the critics, both the industry reviews and the critical response,
Get ready for
have justified why it's taken him so long to make it and why he's had to spend his own
why
money.
the studios didn't want to invest in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so look, it's a hot mess. It's definitely a hot mess. It's a clusterfuck of a movie. However, I have not stopped thinking about it since I saw it. And the more I think about it, the more I want to watch it again. But I know the second I do watch it again, the same bloody issues will pop up and I'll be like, why am I watching this?
But I understand there's some Audrey Plaza pussy in it.
Yeah, on Shia LaBeouf's face.
It's I'm
raunchy.
sold. That's all I really
It's
needed.
raunchy. You know what? The 2 movies... I've done it again. I keep hitting the microphone. What the fuck is going on?
You need one that comes over the top. You need a dangler.
Hang on. But then you can't see my face in the video, but that is handy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it works well for everyone then.
But my headphones keep falling off on this side for some reason. Maybe your head is,
I've stretched them out. I warn people, like when you've in the past you've offered me hats to wear on the show.
Yeah.
And I've said no. Because my giant head will stretch out that hat. It's like I'm not allowed to wear people's turtlenecks either.
Well, I'm getting a good dose
I'm
of
like
Ben
George.
head right now. That's what I'm getting.
No, I'm getting Glenn head because I'm the host.
Hang on, you're stretching out the other headphones now.
I certainly am.
No.
There was absolutely no reason why you couldn't have just given me those headphones and taken your old ones.
That's true. So the 2
You've
movies...
taken it a bit too far.
The 2 movies I compared Megalopolis with are Alex Proyas's Dark City if you combined it with Alex Proyas's Gods of Egypt. That's kind of what it is. It's weird. There's a lot of green screen going on, but it's kind of attractive green screen. Like, it looks pretty cool. A lot of it doesn't make sense. Adam Driver is this architect that also has the ability to control time. I don't know why he has that ability to control time, but he does. And that, I think, is the biggest problem with it, is that there's this fantastical element to it that doesn't quite make sense to the rest of it.
Is it like, was it the About Time, the Donald Gleason, the Dom Hall Gleason movie where he just goes back?
No.
Fuck that up, I'll just go back.
No, not really, because he doesn't have the ability to correct time.
Oh, he just can go back and forth and watch it.
He stops it, watches it as like a purveyor and a little bit of a perv, and then on with time. It's just odd. It's a very odd thing, but the concept is really cool. This desire to build a utopian society. It's quite fascinating. But look, I'm going to give it right down the middle, like a 5 out of 10. I want to go back and watch it again because I haven't stopped thinking about it. But at the time I was watching it, I was like, "What are you doing, mate? Let this be your last movie and then go out. Just let it be.
Just die, you old bastard." It's enough. I mean, look, there is a lot of talk out there about how filmmakers' last films can be incredibly disappointing.
Yep.
So I don't know if like Scorsese's still got a couple of disappointments left in him.
Well, I mean,
I don't know if Coppola does.
I'd compare this also to maybe Kurosawa's second to last film, Dreams, which was his passion project.
Yeah.
That was so fantastical. It didn't make a lot of sense, at the time, but in hindsight, it's kind of appreciated well. But look, we might get a Megalopolis Redux if we're talking about Francis Ford Coppola, so you never know.
Yeah, well, maybe they'll get Sophia Coppola to come in and recut her father's movie.
Yeah. Oh, anyway, it is for Eleanor. At the end, it's for Eleanor. So
his wife.
Yes, who passed away.
The one that he was screwing around with and treated like absolute shit. Their entire marriage, that Eleanor.
Uh-huh.
What a piece of shit.